Good afternoon. It's Chris Hallett here from Chris Hallett Training Solutions. I think, we're just into the afternoon. And it's a lovely sunny day here again. Isn't it fantastic, this weather? And it makes us feel so different. I'm often asked about how I got into NLP and why people should learn about NLP. And this came up with a client this week when he sought me out for my help around procrastination and around self-sabotage. So as part of that induction process with new clients, I always explain around how I discovered NLP and the difference it's made for me and my business. I had a very successful career in corporate IT, in project management, program management. I ran project teams, and life was pretty good. And then it is a very long story. I was engaged by somebody to run a startup business as the MD. And this was one of those lifetime opportunities where an investor said, come on then, Chris, I don't want a consultant. I want you to run this business for me. Now, at the time, I was working as a freelance project management consultant, program management consultant. And this guy said to me, a mutual friend of ours has said that you're the man to run this business. And I thought, wow, no one's ever done this to me before. And what he asked me next completely shocked me, because he said, how much money do you want? How much do you want to run this business? And, I haven't come across many people in my lifetime who've had that same experience. And so there I was, appointed as an MD of this business. It wasn't my business. Someone else was investing the money in it. I presented him with a business plan, and he said, this is the best business plan I'd ever seen before. Now, one of the things that we discover on NLP training, and I teach people, is you act as if. And I'd never done a business plan before. And fortunately, I'd read Richard Branson's book, and he'd said, if someone asks you to do something, you don't know how to do it, say yes, then find out how. So I went away and did some investigation, thought, right, a business plan is a high level plan. I've planned big projects and multi-million-pound projects. I've run project teams, so I can actually do this. So yes, we did the business plan, and he went for it, invested the money. What happened next, though, completely disabled me, because around 6 months later, he turned around to me and said, I've been overpaying you, Chris. I'm paying you double all of my other MDs in his other companies, and you've got two choices. You can either work for free for 6 months, or there's the door. So as you can imagine, with a family to support, a mortgage to pay, working for free wasn't an option. I didn't consider it to be a viable option. And so I resigned. What happened next, though, was and this is something I've learned, I completely disempowered myself, because I convinced myself that I wasn't good enough. It's been, a recurring theme in parts of my life where I'd done well, and then I'd convinced myself I wasn't so good. So what I did, I allowed this man to get inside here. And that internal dialogue that we often have kicked in, we convince ourselves that we're not good enough. I've spoken to a number of people, and I've had a number of clients who felt that they weren't good enough, and they actually believed it as well. So what I did, because I got to the point where I couldn't work, I needed to bring in revenue. I hadn't got a job. I couldn't even get a contract. I was actually told, because I'd been an MD, I was unemployable. And so I sought help. It was a friend of mine I'd met some years previously, and she was an NLP master practitioner of hypnosis, timeline therapy. And like me now, she's also a certified trainer. And so I did what's called a breakthrough session with her. And that is an incredibly powerful one-day session. There's a lot of work that goes before it, a lot of work that goes after it, where you literally rewire your thinking. So any beliefs you have about yourself, you completely change them, or you change the emotion around, because we can't change what's happened in the past. But what we can do is change how we feel about it and how we react to it. So I was so blown away by this that I decided that I wanted to learn how to do this. So then set about doing NLP practitioner training, master practitioner, and now a certified trainer. So what I'm doing at the moment is working with a number of other coaches to help them get better at what they do. And this isn't about teaching people specific skills like, how to generate leads, how to run social media. This is about how to run you and to run you better and be a more effective person to help you get better results in your business and ultimately help your clients get better results in their business as well. So with that in mind, I actually asked a coach recently who'd done NLP training over in Thailand, I think it was. And I said to him, "You're a successful coach." Somebody just commented and said, "Great video. Thank you." I said to this guy, "Why did you do NLP practitioner training?" And he said, "My reason for doing it was to improve my communication." So communication for us as coaches is vital. We need to communicate effectively and more effectively with our clients and potential clients and the people that we work with. So one of the areas that NLP can help us is in our communication skills. So let's drill down a little bit behind that. So we have a selection of questioning skills within NLP. And one of the big areas is understanding and asking the right questions to find out what the client's real problem is. So let me give you an example. One of my one-to-one clients came to me with a problem. It was a presenting problem that was a fear of public speaking. So I asked lots of questions and got to the bottom of the matter. So this guy ran a very successful business, could do presentations. He could do, presentations to boards. One thing he couldn't do was actually stand up and do the presentation. Now, in some circumstances, you have to do that. As a CEO, you have to stand up and present. So we drilled right down, lots of questioning, detailed questions to get to the root cause of what the actual problem was. The problem was he didn't believe he was good enough. So NLP gives us questioning techniques, one to drill down and get to the real nitty-gritty and find out what the real problem is, because if we can fix that problem, we can fix many other problems as well. It also helps us to remove ambiguity, because people speak in ambiguous words. People say, "I'm tired, I'm unhealthy." So what are you tired of? Are you tired of something? Are you physically tired? So NLP gives us techniques to actually get clarity, to remove ambiguity and find out what the client really wants. Because in terms of your success as a coach, if you can solve the client's real problem rather than a presenting problem, your client will be a lot happier. Now, it's my intention to run a lot more of these sessions and talk to you more as coaches about the benefits of learning NLP and how you can apply it in your business. I'd love to hear your comments back if you'd like to hear more. If you've got a specific area that you're having trouble with in your business, just drop me a comment in the comment section below, or drop me a direct message and we'll address that one in one of our upcoming sessions. Have a wonderful day. This is Chris Hallett from Chris Hallett Training Solutions.